everyone, and welcome to Mental Health Bites. In this podcast, we'll talk about a timely topic related to psychology, answer one of your burning questions, and provide you with a practical tip to improve your mental health every single day. Let's dive right in to the timely topic of the day. Today, we're talking about something that you've probably seen on social media. It's gaining a ton of buzz, and it's all about the healing girl era. What is it? Well, you've probably seen it all over TikTok and Instagram. People who are just so focused on self-help and self-improvement, but at what cost? The morning routine that begins with tongue scraping, lemon water, and journaling before sunrise. The weekly somatic workshops, shadow work prompts, crystal grids, and gentle productivity schedules color-coded in Notion. This is all aspirational, it's aesthetic, but for some people, it's quietly overwhelming. In this era, healing isn't just about true personal growth anymore. It's a lifestyle, it's a brand, and in some cases, it's becoming a performance. Here's what I want to talk to you about today. Is our hyper focus on self-improvement actually making us more anxious and burnt out? Let's break this down with some real-world examples and data. Recent research from American Psychological Association shows that nearly 40% of adults aged 18 to 34 report feeling emotionally exhausted from trying to improve their mental health through self-help content. That's not burnout from work. It's burnout from healing itself. A 2024 survey by Headspace found that among Gen Zs and millennials who engage with mental health content online, 52% says that it makes them feel pressured to always be working on themselves. That's a huge shift from what self-help was intended to do. And let's not ignore the celebrity layer here. This trend isn't just happening in therapy offices. It's all over pop culture. Hailey Bieber launched her skincare line with an emphasis on inner calm, clean routines, and glowing from the inside out, a vibe that fuses mental wellness with external beauty standards. Keke Palmer speaks often about her self-care journey, including boundaries, therapy, and reclaiming her time, but she's also joked about how exhausting it is to be your own life coach 24/7. Emma Chamberlain, a Gen Z YouTube favorite, has spoken candidly about how trying to do wellness perfectly became another source of stress and shame. And Lizzo, a champion of self-love, has paused from social media to set boundaries, calling out how the pressure to be a mental health role model can feel crushing. So what's going on here psychologically? We're facing what I call the optimization paradox. This is a paradox because self-help is supposed to support mental well-being, but taken too far, it becomes another chronic stressor that messes with your nervous system. The constant pursuit of self-betterment can actually reinforce a very dangerous self-belief, and that is that you're never good enough. Ironically, many of the people who are trying to calm their nervous system are now stressing it out in the name of healing. You're no longer just living your life. You're constantly auditing it, constantly analyzing your reactions, rewriting your limiting beliefs, regulating your inner child, and recording your HRV on your smart ring. It's a lot. When self-help becomes a compulsion, or when rest makes you feel guilty, you've crossed into something called self-help fatigue. This can happen to the best of us. This is a concept that psychologists are seeing more frequently. It's something that I'm dealing with more with my patients. And we have to find the right balance of self-improvement and self-acceptance. Healing should make you feel more whole, not like you're more deficient, not more worried about how you're doing. And that's where the next part of this episode comes in. We're going to answer one of your burning questions about self-help fatigue. Today's listener question comes from Anna in Georgia. And Anna says, "Hi, Dr. Judy. I love self-help and therapy content, but sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough. There's always a new thing to try, a new method, or a new issue to unpack. How do I stop feeling like I'm falling behind in my healing? This is such an honest and insightful question, Anna. And I think you're asking a question that many people want to ask as well. And here's what I want to say: healing is not a race. There's no syllabus, and you are not being graded for it. It's really important to remember that. If you find yourself competing with somebody else because you feel like your healing isn't coming together fast enough, or maybe even judging yourself that you're still sometimes falling prone to the same types of stressors and not coping as well as you'd like, you need to slow down and actually practice some self acceptance and perhaps give all of that self help strategy utilization a little bit of a break. Doesn't mean that you're not going to improve yourself, but it just means that we're going to spend just a few days taking a beat and just focusing on what you are doing well instead of focusing on all your deficiencies and things that you're not quite doing as well as you'd like. Start listing the things that you are doing well. It's a huge mental shift. It's a small thing to do, but creates a huge ripple effect in how you feel overall. So hopefully, Anna, this will help you to find a better balance. Now, let's move into the practical tip of the day and talk a little bit about how we can reset and find that balance if you do find yourself burnt out from too much self-help. Over this next week, I want you to focus on what I call the sustainable self-help reset. This is a 3-step mental wellness routine and audit backed by cognitive behavioral principles that help us to identify patterns that make us feel good rather than the ones that just look good on the outside. Step 1, track your healing activities. Keep a short log, just a list in your notes app or journal. Each time you do something in the name of self-care, write it down. Some examples are: I did a 5-minute meditation today. I watched a trauma podcast. I did some somatic stretching. I read a self-help chapter in a book. I went for a walk. Or I did absolutely nothing today and let my brain rest. After tracking your healing activities, we're going to move on to step 2, which is reflect with 3 simple questions. At the end of each day, ask yourself, number 1, which of these activities genuinely made me feel calmer, more present, and more energized? Number 2, which one felt like a should or created more stress or self-judgment? And number 3, which moment or moments brought me more laughter and joy, even if it's not traditionally or technically a self-help activity? You might be surprised. For a lot of people, it's that unstructured time. It's that spontaneous time, laughing with friends, doodling, or daydreaming that actually brings more nervous system relief. Finally, we'll move on to step 3, which is editing your healing routine. Give yourself permission to unsubscribe from one practice that is actually bringing you more stress than joy. Even if it looks good on paper, you can always come back to it another time if it works for you. And then replace it with something that's more restorative, not performative. Some examples: a quiet walk without tracking your steps, watching your favorite guilty pleasure show with 0 guilt, sitting in the sun without trying to be productive about it. So what's the bottom line? Let your nervous system heal more naturally without so much performative effort. Let your inner child play instead of constantly having to do something to try to heal your inner child. And sometimes let rest be enough. Remember, that is a huge self-care activity as well. Sustaining healing isn't always about doing more. It's about finding what works wherever you are in your journey. This is something to be remembered, to be cherished, and it's okay sometimes just to pause. Thanks so much for tuning in to Mental Health Bites with me. If you found this video helpful, there's plenty more where that came from. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon so you never miss an update. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and leave a comment below with your thoughts or any questions you have. Also, feel free to share this video with your friends and family who might find it useful. Stay tuned for more helpful content, and until next time, take care of your mental health.